My sentence today is to strengthen our team cases, rebut the opposition claim, and bring forward further analysis and arguments proving the technology rather than bridging that has widened the generation gaps in a profound and lasting way. First, our first speaker clearly established the foundation of this debate, that the generation gap referred to glowing differences in communication, values, and understanding between younger and older generations. We argue that what technology promised connection, in practice leads to isolation, misunderstanding between younger and older generations. So we know that this leads to isolation, misunderstanding, and alienation between age groups. To be clear about this debate, we do not deny that technology connects people. We argue this connect appears within generation, not across generation. Technology has deepened the distance between young and old because each generation now live in a completely different digital world and different tools, language, and norms. First, let's learn about the opposition team. Let's prove the opposition claims of main line. Let's claim that technology has bridged generation by improving communication and access to the information. First, technology helps families stay in touch. Yes, we acknowledge that families can call or message one another. This is a sufficient connection, not a meaningful bridge. Older people often find model platform confusing, while younger generations live entirely online. For example, grandparents may struggle to use video calls, while teenagers spend hours on TikTok, Discord, or Snapchat, platforms that grandparents never had heard of. And this is no connection; it's parallel existent. Both generations have a tool, but they use them in a complete different way. The result: miscommunications, infractions, and also emotional distances. Secondly, technology gives both generations equal access to information. The only true in theory, in practice, technology has created information bubbles in different realities. Older people tend to consume traditional and Facebook based on new, often full of misinformations and nostalgia's driving content. Younger people reply on plus, memes, or the basic information from TikToks or Twitter shaped by algorithms that older people don't understand. The result is not shared knowledge, it's generational confusing conflicts, and we live in the same world, but we see two different versions of it, fueled by technology. Thirdly, technology allows skills sharing between generations. Again, this sounded unrealistic of field practice. It's a collaboration. This happens most often in blame and frustration. Young people get interrupted teaching their parents to use apps, while other older people excuse youngs to get addicted or disrespectful. This emotional divide is often and not narrow. Technology is rather than helping people understand each other by employing a different way into how they think, learn, and behave. Moving on to again is that technology has created a culture divide. So, Madam Mr. Speaker, one of the clearest way technology has widened generation gap is by getting distinctive digital culture. Older generation grew values directly on competition, patience, and human communication. Younger generations values the speed, emotions, and young videos and online expression. Because technology uses value are no longer overlapping. So the young's expressing emotion through gifts or memes or texting, formal communication rends older people receive a shadow or disrespectful. Meanwhile, older people ways communication, phone calls, letters, formal emails are viewed by young people up there too serious. And this is not our tool, it's identity. The technology has created two cultural words. One is knowledge, one digital. And then both sides stop understanding each other. Language, the relationship weekends. The teenagers scroll through this phone by a dinner table, and their parents feel ignored. That's not the bad manner. It's a clutch culture shaped by technology. Simply, technology has shaped power and relevance. Let's talk about power. In the past, older generations felt authority and the wisdom, experience, and control of the information. Technology had reserved them, and now it's younger people who dominate the digital world, who understand tools, trends, and languages that define society. And this left older generations feel inherited and secure and included. Think about it. So when families gather, it's young people who fix Wi-Fi, on TV, and show their grandparents how to use their phones, and technology has changed the balance of knowledge, making older generations dependent on younger, basic interaction. This creates a silent resentment. Many older peoples feel left behind, not because they can't learn, because the digital world changes too fast to keep up. And so younger people feel empowered, older people feel invisible. This emotional divide of relevance, confidence, and control, and one of the greatest ways technology has widened generation gap. Now let's wait the debate. Now let's wait truly what matters in the debate. The opposition has given service of a level of benefits, the fast of communication, easier access to information, and the one who showed the emotional cultural divide and technology has created. Our side has shown that the technology affects relationship, values, and identity, the confidence between generation. At the core of the generation gap, a gap that understanding, not the contact. The opposition gives you a tool. You get to trust, and this is a tool began to use opposition of the opposing Russian by different generation. Even technology is sometimes connected, it connects within the generation, not between them. It's built the communication of young between the youngs and older text to elder, leaving the space between older and ever. Let's turn to the big picture of our first speaker gave you. We told you that technology has changed not only because of communication, but also that we value. We showed you the misunderstanding between generations is growing faster than ever, especially as between digital ages. And now we show you technology creates cultural division and power imbalance. Together, these arguments prove that technology has able to build bridges. It's built wall of understanding. So, inclusion, the manner of speaker, let us look on this in the world we're living in. Families sit together and speak different languages, digital languages. Generation coexistent and they explore different families and reality. And very digital or technology has supposed to bring us closer to greatly push us apart. We on the opposition team that do not oppose technology itself. We rejected the illusions and uses or generation. Connected devices, not hard. It's data and understanding. And they stand for far too wider generation gap the bridge though. For the reasons we are proud to oppose this motion. Thank you.